Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good
I
morning.
believe I believe
Good
Dasha is
morning.
already here. Hi, Dasha. Good morning.
Hi all.
So today we have a very unique proposition for the investment because I believe we all have some clients who have their properties in residential like villas or like some apartments, studios, and something like that. Or we have some investors who has commercial property, but very limited people have their investment in someone hotel. Like anyone has listened that there's some property which is available in uh, like Taj or something like that, of good hotels. Now, today we are coming with the opportunity which is very exclusive, and this is a investment into the hotel, and that too an international hotel like Hotel 101. So we have Dasha with us. Dasha is taking care of all the transactions or sales part, and she is the one who is going to be participate in our events. So we have two events lined up for a property customer base event in Bangalore and in Ahmedabad. 8th of March, we are going for an event in Bangalore, and 9th of March, we are going the event for Ahmedabad. Dasha, over to you. We can start the session. So what we are looking at what is the like exact ROI calculation or what the background of Hotel 101, because many of the people from Ahmedabad and Bangalore team, and I believe they very less people know about Hotel 101. So we can start with the background, then we can go for ROI.
Do you see uniform BNB?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start with who we are. Our two founders are the two billionaires from the Philippines. They come from big business backgrounds. Both of them started off in F&B, but they got together and created the real estate corporation Double Dragon, which is listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange. So it's a publicly traded company. And Hotel 101 is global, is their subsidiary, and we are going to be listed on Nasdaq very soon. Sorry. Okay, here we go. You guys know Jollibee? Is there Jollibee in India? No?
No, no.
No, no.
Okay. It's everywhere else then. Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, Starbucks of Asia, Tim Ho Wan out of Hong Kong, Tiong Bahru Bakery from Singapore, Highlands Coffee from Vietnam, Milksha, Yoshinoya, Burger King. That's the franchise in the Philippines that they own. Anyway, big businesses, huge corporation.
So I
And
believe Jollibee is missing a great market.
for sure. And it's chicken for crying out loud. Yes, they really, really need to come to to
Yeah.
India. They probably will very soon. Absolutely. Anyway, they grew their businesses by knowing exactly what their clients, what their customers want, giving them exactly that, plus some extra twists. For example, Mang Asal, it's also grilled chicken in the Philippines, very famous and one of the fastest growing brands, in fact. Uh, Injap introduced a very simple thing, free flow rice. All you can eat rice. But it made all the difference for their target audience. So the same concept they're bringing over to their real estate businesses as well. Double Dragon owns more than just Hotel 101. We actually have community malls, we have office towers, we have warehouses and hotels other than Hotel 101. There's Injap Tower. We own the third Ascot in the Philippines, master franchise for Chinchi and Ian. All those are big brands, big names. So while they were running all those big names, they realized there's a gap in the market. Where historically, if you wanted to be in a hospitality business, you need to own the entire hotel, entire building. So it's institutional investment, huge amounts of money. Or you can go an Airbnb way and just own the apartment that you rent out on short term. Also, not quite hospitality, but somewhat getting your toe into the industry. Right now, Airbnb is being limited in many markets, including Japan, where they limited to half a year you can do Airbnb. The other half a year you need to do the half a year lease. In Singapore, it never picked up at all. Our government came in and put a stop to it when it just started appearing everywhere. No short-term rentals to limit the exposure, the security risk, and so on, right? To protect the residential property prices. So all those issues are what short-term rental owners are facing. So our owners saw that our founders saw that gap where they can marry the hotel and owning an apartment. So now in Hotel 101, you can buy one hotel unit. You don't need to own the entire building, and we'll run it for you as a fully licensed hotel. Why can't I do that? Okay. What sets Hotel 101 apart from everyone else? Well, to begin with, we are in the value segment. The value segment is like 3-star, something like that. Why we're there? Because this is the most cushioned segment of them all. At any time, good times, bad times, value segment is most in demand. So we wanted to go square in that value segment, but just like with all their businesses, they need to stand out, right? In value segment, you would usually find smaller size hotels, for example, 100, 150 kind of rooms. 500 rooms is more towards 5-star hotels. We build large scale, 500 rooms on average. In Niseko, in Japan, it's 482. In Madrid, it's 680. In Boracay, it will be 1,000. Large scale. That allows us to build facilities as well. Every single Hotel 101 globally has all-day dining restaurant, has convenience store on site, has a gym, swimming pool, function rooms. All those are more towards, again, 4-star kind of facilities, amenities that you don't really find in 3-star hotel. One very special thing about Hotel 101 is that we have only one type of room globally. There is no 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Very easy for you guys to remember. It's just one floor plan. That's it. Nothing much to remember. Just different locations. Okay. So this is the happy room. Again, we are in the value segment. So this is the value segment room, but with twists. Normally, you would see 19 square meters thereabouts for the 3-star segment, especially in Japan, it's even smaller than that. What we give is 21 square meters. It gives a little bit more breathing space and gives us ability to put 3 sleeping spaces instead of 2. Normally in 3-star segment, you won't find 3 sleeping spaces just because there's no space, right? So every single Hotel 101 globally has 3 sleeping spaces, double bed and a single bed. We also have a kitchenette with a sink, proper sink, and a microwave. Also very important for our budget traveler. When you go Niseko at this time, this is a high season for skiing, it's impossible to get a seat at a restaurant. I'm here right now in Niseko. Trust me. Eating in restaurants, even if you can get a seat, it's very expensive because there are very few restaurants here, right? So having a microwave in the room is a huge plus. And when people are booking a hotel, once they know that in Hotel 101 there is a microwave, they will be looking for Hotel 101. That's why one hotel room globally makes a lot of difference, right? It creates the loyal following. So this is how our investors make money. So this is an important one, pay attention. At the end of the month, we combine all revenue together from all rooms in that development, for example, in Niseko. Then we take 30% off the top line without any deductions, any maintenance, no costs, nothing. We take 30% off and divide that 30% equally among all owners, which means that doesn't matter whose room rents out more or whether it rents out at all, you still get revenue. Also means that you have no expenses, no maintenance costs, no GM salaries, no food, no sinking funds, nothing. Only receiving the revenue from the ever increasing room rates, right? So that gives us a hedge against inflation. The higher
Right.
the inflation, the more we increase the room rates, the happier our investors. Yay. Yes, because they have no expenses.
Correct. So
So
let me again clarify this for you, everyone. So suppose if the total income for the hotel is 1 crore, right? The flat investor will receive 30 lakh rupees without deduction of any single expenses. It's about maintenance or any kind of expense which is happening in the hotel. We don't need to take care of that. As an investor, I'm going to receive 30% flat, right? Please, Dasha, go ahead.
right. Yes. So it's a one-time investment. No additional, even capital renovations, 5 years down the road, we need to renovate the building. There are no charges, no extra costs, nothing. That's what's happening in Manila right now. Our current, the first hotel that opened, this one, it's being renovated now. So partially it's closed. No one is asking for any money. Okay. So this is data from the Manila. It's been operating for about 7 years. On average, they're receiving about 7.5% of ROIs. And everyone's so happy with their investment, they are not selling at all. So this is about the same as any condo studio sites renting out in the same area, but you have it hands-free, right? No worries. Our ops team is doing very well. We have good reviews on all platforms. We're technologically driven, so now the app allows to book hotel room, check in, upload their passport, open the door. In the future, they will be able to control their AC and lighting from the same app and save their preferences. So when they travel to another country, they open the door, it's already set to their preferences. They should be able to see their reports on the same app as well. Our ops team uses the same app for their reports. Our investors will see their reports on the app. Okay. Our expansion plans are very aggressive, presence in over 100 countries very, very soon, 1 million rooms by 2015, and that will make us one of the 5 top global hotel brands. We are well on our way to do that. So now we have 14 confirmed sites. Majority of them are in the Philippines. We have a Filipino company coming out. Manila and Fort are already operational. Cebu should be opening very soon this year. Davao also. Libis just started construction. Boracay and Bohol, we just got the confirmed actual beach pictures, so that will be launching pretty soon too. Baguio is up in the mountains. There's already wait list for those projects. That's pretty funny. Outside of the Philippines, the first one to launch was Niseko in Japan. Second one to launch was Madrid, and Los Angeles coming soon. Many, many more coming soon as well. Okay. NASDAQ listing is coming soon as well. So this is how the model works in general, and it works the same way across all projects. So you don't need to learn how what the room looks like, what the layout is. You just need to learn a little bit about the surroundings. Any questions on the
Right.
models?
So, do we have any questions related to the concept basically? So it's very simple. We are getting the opportunity to buy a space in a hotel, right? And that too, one international hotel. We are buying the property. उस होटल का जो भी टोटल एक्सपेंस टोटल प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी आने वाली है इन अ मंथ टाइम, उस प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का 30% विल बी दी आर इनकम एज एन इन्वेस्टर, उसको 30% मिलने वाला है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द मॉडल. देयर इज वन क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम अर्पित. बुकिंग वेल, जस्ट अ मिनट. सो Accor members, is this hotel available for all Accor members? Dasha?
This is not under Accor.
This is not under Accor. Okay.
This is Hotel101. Accor is another brand.
Correct.
But it's available for anyone to book. Yes.
Do you
Now,
have any exit plans as well?
Karan, come again. Karan, आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे?
हाँ जी. Is there any exit plan as well?
Dasha,
yes,
Karan
you can sell it. You can sell it at any time. We are not locking you in. So at any given moment, you can sell. And considering that the entry price is bite-sized compared to other properties, for example, in Singapore, for one property, investment property like studio apartment that you can buy, you can get 4 Hotel101 units. Okay, that gives us a very big cushion. Means that you don't need to approach only those 1%ers, the cream of the cream, for them to buy your unit, right? You also can approach those middle to high income earners, those who are going to start investing, who want to diversify their portfolio, those who do stocks and bonds and want to have a first real estate asset, but they don't know how to manage. So you have a big variety of people that would be interested to buy it off you, especially when you already have the data to show, because you have all the reports, monthly reports, right? How much you are earning, right?
Okay. Anurag bhai, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, is it the overall revenue sharing we will be doing or the profitability sharing we will be doing? There's a difference, huh?
Sorry?
So total revenue,
Very good,
Anurag bhai, total revenue. Revenue, we are going to get 30% of the total revenue, not the profit.
Yes,
Got it.
correct.
Yes.
Revenue, not the profit. So off the top line.
Girija, your question we will take care when we are going for the project. Then we'll share you what is the exact costing of the property. Right now we are discussing only the model. So in case we have any question related to the model, we can ask.
Amit, it's actually 30% divided by all like shareholders, right? If it's 100 stakeholders,
Yes.
then 30% divided by 100 stakeholders.
Correct.
Yep.
So suppose एक रूम का टोटल का मंथ में 1 लाख रुपए आ रहा है. We have 10 rooms, तो 10 लाख रुपए आया टोटल. 10 लाख का 30% करके 3 लाख रुपए जितने भी 10 रूम्स हैं उनको डिवाइड कर दिया इक्वल. सो ये होगा कि सपोज कि अगर कोई एक रूम फ्री है, नहीं भी चढ़ा पूरे पूरे मंथ में, तो भी उसको इक्वल अमाउंट, इक्वल प्रॉफिट मिलने वाला है जो बाकी 9 को मिल रहा है.
One thing I want to point out, this is not share owners, it's actual owners. So you own a title. This is a real property. It's not a timeshare. It's not REIT. It's a real property asset. So you own a full title, a freehold title.
Yeah, we are buying a proper hotel room.
Yes.
अमित जी
जी
अमित जी नमस्ते
नमस्ते सर, बताइए नहीं.
इसका हम सेल्स के लिए मार्केटिंग कब से कर सकते हैं
सर
सर
कभी भी कर सकते हैं,
मटेरियल
आज से कर सकते हैं. I'll share the material
आज से
today only. आप कौन सी लोकेशन से हैं सर?
फ्रॉम पुणे
पुणे. ठीक है शंकर जी, आज मिल जाएगा आपको.
थैंक यू ओके
जी एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? अमरनाथ भाई प्लीज.
Yes, small question.
Yeah, any country 01.
अमरनाथ भाई कम अगेन, आपकी क्वेश्चन, आपका ब्रेक हो गया था वॉइस.
Yeah, any country resident or citizen can buy Hotel 101 property of any country or
Yes.
any restrictions at citizenship level?
Not at the moment. In Philippines, only 40% of development can be sold to foreign investors. So there are some restrictions in that way, but not in ownership way. Yeah. In Japan, no restrictions at all whatsoever. Madrid as well, no restrictions.
And the purchase currency will be USD?
No, it will be the currency of the country. So in Japan, we are buying in yen. In Madrid, we are buying in euro. In the Philippines, we are buying in peso. So you can play with the currency, with the FX rates as well. So your income is going to be in the same currency as well. So you're investing in a Madrid property, your income is in euro, very stable currency.
Okay, so when you pitch the property locations and property revenues, you do pitch about USP points about that location and everything, right? So because let's say I have a customer who is okay with the budget and investment size, but is not aware about which location to invest. Like how do we help them to decide which country they have to invest?
So they have the money, they want to invest in Hotel 101, but they can't decide which country.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And you can go by tax maybe. In Japan, tax situation is a little bit better for investment for non-resident, non-tax resident than in Madrid, right? In Spain, if you are non-tax resident, your income tax is like 24%. In Japan, it's less, and there are a lot of things that are tax deductible. That's one way. Another way is which currency they would prefer to receive their revenue in. If they have kids going to college in Europe, they might want to buy in Madrid because it's easy to open a bank account in Spain. In Japan, if you're buying, you can't open bank account. only like if you are buying under commercial. So if you are buying under a company name, but the tax is also different, right? For a company. Then the company can open a bank account somehow, registered in Japan, right? But I'm not expert on that, so I can't advise. I can hook you up with the accountant who can advise you on that if it comes to it, right? So these are the ways you can advise them. They can look into what their long-term goals are, if they have kids going to college anywhere, which currency they would prefer to get their revenue in, right? And what their purpose of investment right now. So for example, if it's purely portfolio diversification, they might want to invest in both. So they can go in euro, they can go in yen, and then play on FX rates. Because you actually don't need to withdraw your income every month. You can keep it with Hotel101 and then withdraw when the FX rates are favorable.
Got it. So that's what. So within India, every state have different rules of RERA Act. Within India, to sell property out of other state, we are actually need to choose so that locality benefits everything. And if this project is like this concept is across countries, maybe we need to know a way how to pitch uh, about each country and each and also. Hello,
Okay.
am I audible?
Amit, I think you will need to do the training on how to pitch because this is
Yeah.
very specific for India. I can give you the
Yes.
training on generally our model and project, but it's
Sure.
your leaders who help you with how to position it right for your buyers.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
So I believe, Darshan, now we can go for the project brief because people are asking for minimum investment and what is the ticket size.
Alrighty. So
Yeah.
we'll start with Japan.
Yeah, let's start with Japan.
Okay. Um, Okay, this is
this
Hotel
is my
101.
favorite one. This picture is my favorite one. It's marvelous. It's beautiful.
It
You are
is,
in
isn't
Japan
it?
only, right?
Yes, yes.
Great.
I'm leaving here tomorrow and I'm so sad. It's a fairy tale. And it's actually very unique even for Japan, even for Hokkaido itself. So when you arrive in Sapporo, New Chitose Airport, you don't really drive through the town. You drive in like a little village to go to Niseko. And you see that there is not much snow there. When I arrived first, like 1 month ago, I was like, okay, I'm not feeling it. And then the moment you hit Niseko, and it's all covered in,
Snow.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'll show you later the pictures if you guys want, but it's yeah, the renditions here are pretty, that's very little snow what they show here.
Correct.
Right now it's way more. It's a winter fairy tale here. Indeed. And the whole area, Niseko is a man-made situation, right? It's a ski resort. It's like a summer camp on steroids. Everyone here is constantly happy. They work out like crazy during the day on the ski slopes, people running and jogging in all this snow. It's like jogging on the beach, but worse, I guess. And then at night they hit the bars, and it's a crazy town. And they drink a lot. They In the morning they go skiing again. How they do it, I don't know. But the air here is so clear, it helps you to recover from the hangover very easily. I mean, in Singapore, I cannot drink that much. I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, anyway, that's on a side note. So
So
where we
this
are,
helps us to sell this property. The one which you talk now, that helps us to sell this property.
right? It's a field for sure. So a lot of our buyers who so far bought in Niseko, they either been here or they've heard of it. They've heard how crazy it is. The thing is, you can see how insane the whole market here and how popular the skiing season is just by looking at the prices for the hotels. Like a dorm situation. I'm staying in a hotel that was originally designed as a dorm. Literally, they just changed the name from dorm to hotel when they saw the demand for the 3-star property here. That was so much of a demand, right? And that situation costs like 400 USD per night if you're booking 6 months in advance. This is crazy stuff here, insane. So a lot of large brands, very famous brands, like Hilton is here for a long time, Park Hyatt is here, all the big names are coming in, Michelin star restaurants, chefs are coming in, they're still coming. Banyan Tree Project is here. The Six Senses is building. There's a lot anyway. They're still expanding. So now is the time to enter. Anyway, how you get here? You fly to New Chitose Airport in Sapporo, and then you take a car. 150 is underestimation, so it's about 2 hours plus by car, or by train, 3 hours, 45 minutes. With all this, how inconvenient this is, the amount of people here is insane throughout the winter, right? So people take the time to get here. But very soon, the 2031 might be not accurate anymore, but we'll see. So anyway, it's coming for sure. Shinkansen train, the famous Shinkansen bullet train in Japan, the line is going to be extended all the way to Sapporo, and it will take only 4 hours plus from Tokyo. So you don't need to fly domestic anymore to get to Sapporo. It's actually about 2 hours flight from Tokyo to Sapporo. You need to check in like 2 hours in advance. And then when you get off the plane, you need to wait for your luggage and so on, right? It's way more than like 5-hour travel. And then you still need to drive the 2 hours from Sapporo to Niseko, right? You can only take the 4 hours from Tokyo to Kuchan Station, where the Niseko is. And 25 minutes from Sapporo, if you're lucky and you have direct flight to Sapporo, then fly in and take 25 minutes train from Sapporo to Kuchan. So imagine now people are taking 3 hours, 45 minutes to get here, and there is so much demand. What's gonna happen when it's so fast, right? Tourism recovery was very, very fast in Japan after COVID. You can see the light green line. This is the 2024. Orange line is 2019. So recovery super fast in Niseko itself as well. I only have data up until 2023, but yeah, it's pretty much going upwards. I like this piece of data here. We always want to see how much domestic demand there is when we build a hotel, right? So that should another COVID happen, we have this cushion of domestic demand. Here, 60% of travelers are coming from within Hokkaido, not even within Japan, within Hokkaido itself. So a lot of domestic travelers. A lot of them, honestly speaking, are coming during summer and spring season rather than winter. You don't see many Japanese here now because it's all full of foreigners and it's crazy expensive, right? But Japanese are coming during summer and other seasons, the green season, so to speak. Okay. One of the common questions people ask, so we know that Niseko is really popular in winter, but how about summer? You can see from these statistics that actually August, the hottest month, the of summer versus January, the most popular months in winter, it's actually not that much different. Again, probably because of the Japanese travelers' demand. Okay. I like this one as well. Very interesting, not only because it shows that about half and half split between summer and winter demand, but check out the emerging market. This is for the year that ended in 2023. So if you remember that year, China was still closed for COVID. They reopened in March. Enough of them went to Niseko in summer that year after being closed for so long to create a whole emerging market. And we're not talking 1-2 families, right? We're talking millions of arrivals in Niseko. When you were closed for so long, you were restricted to one country, and then suddenly your borders open and you can go anywhere in the world that you want to go. Where would you go? You go somewhere where you really, really want to go, right? So enough of them went to Niseko in summer. This is like another confirmation that how much to do there is in summer. And they're still building up that season. Niseko brand was built on snow. So everyone knows that brand. But now they're building the brand as well, Niseko on summer as well. So there's a lot of marketing going on for summer activities. Okay, so what's there to do in summer? River rafting, kayaking, golf is huge. Cherry blossoms, honestly speaking, Niseko probably wouldn't be the place to go see cherry blossoms. There are better places in Japan to do that. But yes, you can do that if you want to. But lavender fields, dairy farms, all those, yes, absolutely. Niseko, those happy cows. The milk here tastes different. Yogurt, milk, cheese, pizza. My God, you would think the best pizza is in New York. No, not even in Italy. No, in Niseko. Because the cows are happy. I don't know why. But it just feels, it tastes different, yeah? Yeah, all the outdoor activities, camping, zip line. Oh my God, I'll show you zip line. That's insane. So Niseko itself is a tiny little place. The town is like 5,000 people, only 5,000, yeah? They have 3 golf courses, and I'm not talking drive range. The full fairways, award-winning type, 3. Okay, that's how big golf is in Niseko. They hold all sorts of tournaments every year. So that's one of the activities that they are now marketing and building up for summer even more than it was. Another one is mountain biking. Just like skiing enthusiasts, mountain bikers will go to all sorts of lengths to find themselves some trails, some interesting trails. So all the way in Niseko, there was a trail before. The summer gondola, that's the same one that is operating in winter. It was open throughout summer. That's another testament to demand in summer. Such huge infrastructure wouldn't be open through summer if there was no demand, right? So there was enough demand. So you take that summer gondola up, and then you can go camping or take the trail down, like total extreme situation. This is pay per use, right? Because you need to pay for the gondola. Last year, they opened Twin Peaks Bike Park, which is about 20 kilometers of free to use public trails. All sorts of levels, from kids to black belt adults, right? And they're still building it up. Zip line that I mentioned just now in Hanazono is probably longest in Japan, one of the longest in the world. It's 1.7 kilometers of uninterrupted screaming and yelling, non-stop, like 1.7. You committed, that's it. I won't go, I can tell you right now, okay? But there are 2 more side by side. So there are 3 in total. The one gigantic one, the crazy stuff, great view. But maybe after like 5 minutes, you get okay with it. I don't know. Anyway, that's a side note. The other 2 are a little bit smaller, so maybe you can go, I can go on the smaller one. Maybe not. I don't know. But yes, there's a lot of this kind of activities. Horse riding, for those who don't want to have too much of a crazy adrenaline rush situation. Horse riding, camping, hiking. Anything that you can think of to do outdoors, you can do it here. There are even tennis courts. I don't think they're maintained very well though, because come on, there is so much more to do here. But Niseko was built on winter. So what is it? What's the hype? The brand Niseko United is 4 resorts. When I say resorts, in terms of Niseko, it does not mean hotel with facilities. It means access to the mountain. Resort here means that that place where you go to buy tickets to get onto the lifts, okay? There are 4 of them. Anupuri, Niseko Village, Grand Hirafu, and Hanazono. They are on the 4 faces of Mount Anupuri. We have 2 mountains here. One on the picture that you saw on the opening slide. That's Yote, the high mountain. There are no trails there, although you can ski it, outback situation. And a lot of people do. You go like ting, 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 up the mountain, very, very long time, and then you slide down between the trees. If not enough adrenaline anywhere else, please go there. A lot of people do that. I've seen that with my own eyes. Crazy stuff. Yeah. But those trails that are actually made for skiing are all on Anupuri. So 4 faces, 4 sides of the mountain. In Niseko Anupuri, there is no anchoring hotel at the moment, although there might be something. There are a lot of private villages, villas, not villages, private villas. Jack Ma's villa is there. You know, that kind of huge, expensive situation. What they value is peace and quiet. Trails here are probably the easiest. So a lot of beginners, they do take the bus. There's a shuttle bus that's going around the entire Niseko United. They take a shuttle bus to go there to take their lessons. Okay. Next one, Niseko Hanazono. That's where Park Hyatt is. It's an anchoring hotel there, the big one. And what is Park Hyatt? Is ultra luxury, 6-star hotel. What do they value? They value peace and quiet. So there are no pubs and restaurants there, so to speak, right? But there are Michelin star restaurants and Louis Vuitton pop-up stores. So if you want that kind of luxury, you go there. Okay. Niseko Village, a lot of people make mistake and go like, oh, I'm going Niseko first time. Niseko Village is probably the place to go. That's where Hilton is somewhat. So usually Hilton is in the midst of hustle and bustle. There's a handful of restaurants there, and Hilton is 500 rooms, so it's pretty big as well, yes, and there's access to the mountain, but there's nothing much else, okay? So that is the luxury side. So we have Anupuri, ultra luxury, we have Hanazono, ultra luxury, we have Niseko Village, luxury. And then we have Grand Hirafu, luxury, ultra luxury as well, good mix, but we also have value segment here. Not many, not many at all. Maybe 2 or 3 hotels, and then Hotel101 coming in Niseko Hirafu, Grand Hirafu as well. Why? Because all bars, restaurants, clubs, all are here. This is where the hustle and bustle is. So remember, our buyers might not be the ones who stay in the value segment. Our buyers, our investors, might be the ones staying in Park Hyatt. But they appreciate the fact that there is not enough value segment in the whole Niseko, right? So people, younger ones who do come for skiing a lot, they will be staying in the value segment. They will want to be in Grand Hirafu, where clubs, bars, and restaurants are. There's also places like vitamin drip for the morning to ease your hangover. There's a clinic. There's a trauma center. Everything is here. You need one, let's face it. Yes, there's well, it's skiing, it's extreme sport. And it's nearby here, so you know, you fall down, you know where to go. So all around in Grand Hirafu. That's where Hotel101 is as well. Okay. This is the summer picture. One thing that is interesting about Hotel101 is that we are first CASB certified. That was on the opening slide as well. Sustainable hotel. We are the first green certified hotel. And nowadays, a lot of investors want to invest in sustainable hospitality segment because that's the future. Okay. So Kuchan Station, that's where Shinkansen will drop off. It takes only 8 minutes to get to Hotel101. And then all the locations is in a short drive distance. Niseko Adventure Center is about 5 minutes walk. 3 minutes drive is Grand Hirafu. We will have shuttle bus. And there is a shuttle bus in Niseko itself as well. And Getsu Lake for snowshoeing, sightseeing, Hanazono Resort for luxury stuff. And Niseko Village for reindeer sledding, snowshoeing, and also luxury stuff, I guess. Okay, so we're here right next to Midtown Niseko that was originally designed as a dorm for the Park Hyatt staff. But when Li Ka-sheng, the billionaire from Hong Kong, his son actually owns this one. They saw the demand for the 3-star segment. They rebranded the dorm into a hotel. Okay. Yeah, all bars, pubs, and restaurants. Summer, same places, different activities. And the Twin Peaks bike park is just actually across the road from us. Don't need to drive. There is an entrance right across from us. Okay, development information, 482 rooms we have. Completion will be in December next year. And we have a lot of outdoor parking. This is the site imposed on Google Maps. So we have 30 meters of protected green area. There's a Midtown here. Grand Hirafo is that way, and Chan Station is this way. Okay, contractor is Iwata Chizaki, one of the biggest contractors in Japan, biggest in Hokkaido. They built huge infrastructure like Tokyo International Airport, the Haneda Airport was built by them. New Chitose Airport that we arrived in Sapporo was built by them. Only the best get to build airports. Only the best get to have this kind of contracts. And they're building our humble hotel as well. They built half of Niseko itself as well. Park Hyatt was built by them. Asset management is EGW. So here we are under securities. So we have to have asset management company, which is taking care of our project account. So when a buyer decides to purchase a unit, the money goes in the project account to which we have no access to. Our asset management company is taking care of that account. So there is an extra layer of protection for the buyers. Okay, facilities, the same as every Hotel 101 globally, all-day dining, convenience store, swimming pool. The only other hotel in Niseko that has a swimming pool right now is Park Hyatt. Against Ultra Luxury Hotel has a swimming pool, and we also have one.
So, but why? Because swimming pool is a very, very basic thing in a hotel.
You would think, but not in Niseko.
Okay.
Yeah, we have swimming pool and sauna. Hot mineral bath as well, not expected in a 3-star hotel, but we have it. Gym, ski lockers, laundry rooms. Yeah. Outdoor event space. Yeah, a lot of facilities that we have are lacking even from 4 and 5-star segment. And Happy Room is the same one. 21 square meters for Japan is huge. Where's the microwave? This is the site in October. This was February last year. And they started clearing the snow in March. June, construction full force. July, September. And they closed up with things sticking out already for the first floor. They closed up for winter. Okay, when we talk about occupancy projections, we benchmark against hotels in the area. So Hotel A is the next door to us. Hotel B is another 3-star hotel on the other side of Grand Hirafo, just slightly further away than we are from the slopes. So their occupancy, 75 and 80% respectively, that we are talking yearly, right? Averaged for the year. In winter, they're slammed. There's autumn and spring, about 1 month, April and mid-October to mid-November, where it's very quiet. Yeah, and average is 75 to 80%. The daily rate also averaged for the year between 15 and 25,000 yen. So this is a mistake here. Sorry, I need to remember to correct this. We are basing not on 20,000, but on 25,000 for the projections. Okay, so I mentioned just now the dorm situation. They don't have space even to put double bed. All their hotel rooms in that hotel next door, they're all single beds, 2 single bed in the room. They have a three sleeping space room, so the same size room, but they have a bunk bed for the 3 sleeping space, and they charge 50% more for that. Okay, so this is the amount of money that you need to spend per night when you book 6 months in advance in that kind of situation. That's how crazy it is here. Okay. This is our ROIs. So our net purchase price right now, 38,160,000 yen. Projected daily rate, 25,000. approximately averaged for the year. So never ever quote 100%. It's unachievable for any hotel to be completely fully booked throughout the year, not possible. So usually I would look at 70-80% occupancy, which gives us 5 to 6% ROI. For Japan, it's a lot more than, well, maybe not a lot. It's more than your average studio fetches. Okay. You have this document in your shared files. Okay, condo prices have been growing since 2015 from 500,000 per square meters to 2 million yen per square meters. Property prices here are something extra. To begin with, everything is large scale. So there is no such situation where you can buy 21 square meters. Our nearest competitor is twice as big as us, right? That means that your entry point, if you want to own anything in Niseko, your entry point is in millions already, right? So those people who are looking at Niseko, they know what it is like and they have, say, $1 million to invest. Why not invest in 4 units rather than 1 unit, right? Your investment amount will still be the same, 1 million. But when you want to exit, getting rid of 4 units is easier than 1 because you don't need to sell them all at once. You can sell 1 at a time and then continue to receive your revenue for the others and so on, right? There is a lot more flexibility with this asset. Amit, you want to say something?
No. Good.
Okay. Okay, we have payment plans. So the original price, 38,160,000 yen without discounts. You know, usually developers go like price from. Our price is up to up to 38 million because everything else is the discounts. Right? Because all rooms are the same. You are sharing the revenue. So it doesn't matter which facing you get and whatnot, they're all coming at the same price. They're all same layouts, right? But if you decide to buy and pay everything off at once, lump sum cash, 19, well, not cash, right? Not the cash money, but pretty much pay off everything at
Actually,
once.
we are looking for that.
No, I'm sorry, we can't accept cash, but we can accept crypto. Yeah. So we're starting to accept crypto. We already have quite a bit of interest for that. Yeah, so those are separate discussions, right? So pay off everything at once, 7% discount. Split in 24 months installment, 3% discount. Buy 5 units at once, another 3% discount. Buy 5 units at once and pay everything at once, 10% discount. Not bad, eh? Okay. That's it for Niseko. Questions?
So, yes. So, what is the minimum ticket size entry? What you have mentioned that?
Minimum if buy 5 units and pay everything at once, then 10% discount. So maybe.
What is the 1 unit cost?
Okay. Let me show you what you should be quoting.
Yes.
Where is? Okay, this is what you should be quoting, 38,160,000. And then use those discounts to close.
38 million. Okay.
This is about 250,000 USD, thereabout. Okay. Any more?
No.
All right. Move on to Madrid. Madrid is very special as well. We were very lucky to get those 2 plots of land, Madrid and Niseko. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. Can see?
Yeah.
All right, 680 units in this one, selling like hotcakes. A lot of interest from locals. Okay, Madrid itself is a popular place to invest in. A very stable economy, bustling city, huge airport, one of the biggest airports in Europe, which means a lot of transits. Fantastic climate. 70% of the time there is sunshine in Madrid. It doesn't really rain that much. Economy very stable. General Spanish economy is outperforming EU by quite a bit. Madrid itself has the best fiscal conditions, tax conditions, even within Spain itself. Resale tax in Madrid for property is lower than in rest of Spain. You see a lot of people buying in Barcelona, Catalonia in general, but the tax there, when you want to exit, is much higher. Okay. Economy is still expanding, outperforming Eurozone, and a lot of that is thanks to tourism. So we can see steady incline of spending minus the COVID time, but the recovery is super fast. Little deep during the global financial crisis as well, but super fast recovery and with vengeance, always on the uptrend. We like to see that because when we are investing in commercial real estate, we want to invest in some specific industry, want to make sure that the industry is supported by the government. In Madrid, it is very much supported, as that's a very big part of the GDP. And again, I like to see this statistic. How much of domestic demand do we have? We have very healthy 46% of domestic arrivals in Madrid. So why do people come to Madrid? We know Barcelona and so on, that's all sea situation and is nice. Madrid is landlocked, pretty much. There is no sea. So why do people go? Food, business, exhibitions, and culture. If we look at the statistic from Tourism Board, this is for 2022, I think. Haven't updated that one yet, but that should be pretty much the same. You can see that 70% of arrivals are MICE. Who are MICE? Meeting, international conventions, exhibitions, this kind of business tourists. Okay. Visitors, 10 million in 2023, right? Out of 10 million, 70% came for exhibitions and meetings. Okay. So you can see that exhibitions are a big thing in Madrid. Whenever there is one, the occupancy rates in the whole city jump almost 200%. This is insane to see. Okay, fruit attraction for crying out loud. What? But the hotels were full, completely full. ESMO is the Oncology Congress. Almost full, the entire Madrid. All that is thanks to IFEMA. IFEMA is the exhibition monstrosity, 240,000 square meters, 4 million visitors just to that place. And they're building extension, which is even bigger than their current site. So it's going to be twice as big. Okay. Huge events like Fashion Week, F1 exhibition, the first ever, was held at IFEMA. And they liked it so much, they moved the entire race from Barcelona to Madrid to run around IFEMA. Okay. And we're just, whoops, what's happening? 3 minutes drive from that monstrosity. And 8 minutes drive from the airport. So this will be our main target audience, those coming to IFEMA. Why is it interesting? Because if you look at booking.com and you put IFEMA as your search parameter and put less than 3 kilometers from IFEMA, you will see there's only 11 hotels. You want to include 5-star, go ahead, won't be many more than that. But we are in the value segment, so originally I put 3-star. There's only 2 hotels there. I was like, okay, we have facilities, let's include 4-star as well. 11. Compared to city center, over 200 hotels. Okay, so those people coming for sightseeing, culture, food, they will be staying in the city center. And if you remember from statistic just now, 70% are going for this place.
FMA.
Yeah, 4 million arrivals, 11 hotels. Please, guys, really? And this can't be easier choice where to build. Okay, and we're just very, very, very close by to the city center. So once our guests are done with their exhibitions, they jump on a car and in 20 minutes they're at the Prado, the museum that they want to visit, or they can take public transport, also super easy. There is a Valdebebas station just across from Hotel 101 Madrid. They jump on a train, 2 lines go to the city center. They're there in 35 minutes. The area itself is absolutely new. It's greenfield situation. They're developing that area right now, which means anyone buying into it right now has first mover advantage. As real estate agents, we all know that this is a huge advantage. Usually, especially in big cities like Madrid, it's very few areas that are still new, right? And with what they are building up here, this area is gaining popularity really, really fast. The property prices are going up already, and they're not even done building it. Okay? So we will have the entire Justice campus move here. The almost whole judicial activity of the region will be concentrated in Valdebebas, across the road from Hotel 101 Madrid. We have Real Madrid training facilities. Football fans, Real Madrid, the big football team, they're training just across from Hotel 101, just about 12 minutes walk. And of course, EFEMA, the main campus, main site, and the extension of the same size. Extension will be right next to Hotel 101. Okay. And of course, one of the biggest announcements, this is a perk. Hotel 101 is going to be sitting on top of F1 track. And they are moving in 2026. So next year, oh my God, that's so soon already. I think this year is the last race in Barcelona, and then they are moving to Madrid. Madrid has 10-year contract, and Hotel 101 is sitting on top of one of the bends. Where do you want to be when you watch F1? You want to be on the bend, because that's where they slow down and, you know, all the accidents happen.
So we
all the
we
fun
can
is
see
there.
the race from the balcony or from the window.
Yes, yes. There are some units that actually facing the track, but of course they are sold out. But it doesn't matter which unit you buy. When you go and stay, it's you might not even get your own unit, right? But yes, some units, quite a big chunk is facing the track. Okay, 680 rooms, 9 floors, a lot of parking space. This was our groundbreaking, one of the biggest hotels. Architect WSP, another huge company coming from the US. They've participated in this huge notable works like One World Trade Center in New York, the new one is theirs, stadium, Soho building in Beijing, and so on. Contractor, actual
In the
build.
IGI airport of Delhi, that is designed by WSP.
Yeah.
India.
Need to point out. International airport, yet another one.
Yes.
Okay. Contractor, also one of the biggest in Spain. Ferrovial, everyone knows it. Whenever I mention, they go like, oh, yeah, of course, Ferrovial. Why? Because, again, they're building huge things. Like Heathrow Airport was built by them, Farrington Station, the famous one. They did renovation of the Plaza Mayor de Madrid as well. A lot of notable works. And yeah, they are building us humble hotel. So Ferrovial says in December, last I checked in with them, we were 2 weeks ahead of schedule, and completion is December this year, very soon. Room, the same one, 21 square
Before
meters.
the Formula One race, we are ready.
Yes, for the first inaugural race in Madrid. Same, I'm gonna rush through this. And facilities, all the same ones. We have pool, children's playground, outdoor event space, indoor event space. All my facilities are here. Of course, the pool bar. Spaniards are big on drinking. Water is more expensive there than beer. Gotta have a bar. Outdoor event space. This is construction update in September. Now we're way higher than that. I think we're fifth floor should be completed already. Yeah. Price slightly lower than in Niseko when we compare to USD. So 198,800,000 euro. That's about 200 plus USD. Same situation with the payments. Decide to pay off at once. You have 7% discount. Okay.
So in Indian rupee, this is 1.80 crores.
Sorry?
In Indian currency, this is 1.80 crores.
Okay.
Yeah. The earlier one was 2.15 crores. That was a little bit higher side for
Yes.
in the comparison.
But it's true. Yeah, Niseko is a little bit more expensive because construction here is so much more expensive because of the weather conditions to begin with and the land also. So the units here in Niseko will be a little bit higher. Another thing, though, to note is the taxes. So in Niseko, we have 8% consumption tax that needs to be paid on purchase of the unit and 4% closing fees. So that includes all the lawyer fees, transfer taxes, stamp duties. Consumption tax can be claimed back, but not in full. In Japan, it's not that straightforward. There is still a way to claim it back, about 90% of it, 80 to 90%, right? It's 8%. In Madrid, VAT is 21%. So on top of the purchase price, we have closing fees, 4%, the same as in Japan, and VAT 21%. In Madrid, VAT is fully refundable, 100%, and it's easy. You just need to remember to do the right forms. Yeah. Cash flow wise, Madrid might be a little bit more challenging for anyone who is constrained with the funds, right? Because only cash flow, not the price, not the essential ROI, right? Because once VAT is refunded, refund timeline, let me think. Where are we now? February. So VAT refund is filed in Spain in the fourth quarter of each year, once a year. So if we file in the fourth quarter, you get it back maybe by June, July, the following year. It goes back into your bank account in cash. It's not tax credit. Okay? Again, we are not doing that. I'm not expert on that, but this is what experts tell us. Should your clients need, we can hook you up with the experts.
So Hotel101 team will help the clients in this process, right?
No. We can recommend someone, but you need to get them to do it themselves. What we will do is withhold tax. So income tax every year will be withheld by Hotel101, but they still need to file for Hacienda. So they need to file their taxes and file their GST refund, not GST, VAT refunds themselves. And they can do it themselves, or they can get the accountant to do it. In Spain, not that difficult. In Japan, it's a little more complicated.
Okay.
Okay. ROI is a little bit higher. So again, we're looking at 80-70%. I'm pretty confident we will be hitting good percentage of occupancy. Even now, already, all those convention organizers, they are already booking. We are not even close to finishing the complete, well, we're close to finishing the building, but we're not anywhere looking like we are operating. But they are already booking ahead because they need to house so many delegates, right? And we are the biggest in the area. Okay. Yeah, our projected rate at the opening 150. Again, this is average for the year. During F1, it's going to be way more. During any conventions, again, it will be more. Even last year already, it was like $200. Yeah, no, not dollars, euro. Okay, that's it for Madrid. Questions?
Questions, correct.
Yeah, so it's not for Madrid as such, but in general, I want to ask two things. One, you said 30% is cut for the investors, right? So, but there's no minimum guarantee, right? Let's say COVID situation happens or some other situation happens, like Ukraine war kind of thing happens somewhere, which affect the hospitality. How does the investor safeguarded with the returns?
Right. We don't have any guarantees, but this split goes off the revenue, not the profit, right? So this is the most safeguarded way there can be because the investors are taken care of first. Whenever we have any revenue, even if one room was rented out for the whole month, 30% of that revenue goes to investors straight up. Okay? Doesn't matter whether we break even or not. It's 30% of the revenue goes to investors. This is better than guarantee. You need to understand how guarantee works, right? For the developers who actually provide that. Most of the time, it's included already embedded in the price, right? If you look at our price compared to the market, so many Spaniards are buying in Madrid because our price is competitive. It's not low, no, but it is market rate. So what we are doing here is giving sustainable business model where we can make money. And because the revenue goes off the gross of the split, right, of the gross of the top line, the investors are the ones who are protected, not the operating company.
And the other question is, as Hotel101 is operating in multiple countries and thinking for 100 countries, investors will get any special access, special pricing if they want to book their choice of room for their vacation.
They have 10 nights free per year to use. 5 nights they will need to use at the hotel that they bought into. So for example, in Niseko, and another 5 nights in any Hotel101 globally. Beyond that, that's per unit. So if they buy 5 units, they have 50 nights, right? 25 and 25.
Understood.
Beyond that, no special prices.
Okay, got it. And can they gift or can they transfer that to other
Yes.
friends and family also if they can't use it?
Absolutely, yes. There is no name on the voucher. Completely
Understood. Got it. So I think that's it from my side.
You are muted, Amit.
Any other questions? Because I believe everything is clear because it's very sorted and simple. We have only one size, we have only one model of the profitability. So there's no much questions. So any question
101.
related to the
Oh.
101, correct. So anything related to the, I believe the fund transfer or anything like that, do you have any questions in mind? We can shoot.
Maybe like, yeah, carry on.
Amarnath, do you want to say something?
अनुराग भाई आप कह लो पहले आप नवाब साहब की गाड़ी छूट गई थी आप पहले बोल दें
I just wanted to know the procedure. How is the procedure? And we are open only for Japan right now.
Okay.
Is it?
No, we are open for both properties, Japan and Madrid both. So if you want to book, I can share you the booking form and you can start filling the form and transfer the money and we can start the process.
The process goes like this. When the client wants to hold the unit, you will have a link to check the unit availability or you can just ask me. Okay. They can choose their unit if they want to. Most of the time, they would choose lucky number if the, say, F1 view is already all full, right? They just choose a lucky number because the revenue is shared equally, right? So once they have chosen the unit number, they pay 2,000 USD deposit by credit card. So we have online link or QR code that they can scan. They pay via Stripe, secure payment. 2,000. They will receive the receipt in their email. We need screenshot of that receipt. We need passport, the biodata page only, and we need proof of address. Okay, that is for Japan. For Madrid, we also need source of funds. So it has to be employment letter, or if the fund is coming from sale of property, then the deed, the transfer. If the fund's coming from personal loan, that's also possible. Then the loan contract. It can be between two people. For example, son buying, but father is financing, right? They can have a contract between them. We need to see that contract.
So
The money.
suppose, Dasha, in terms of Madrid, if I have money in my bags, right, and I want to do the transactions, so what will be the procedure?
Right. We can't accept cash, so it has to come from a bank account.
If like suppose I can convert that cash into the Bitcoin or something like that.
Yes.
So then how I'm going
USD.
to show the letter of like source of income? How I'm going to show that?
Where did the money in the bag come from? Employment. You can show the employment, how maybe tax returns, maybe not. What the income was to justify the savings, right? So we don't need to see the entire wealth, but we need to see that amount
So
that
is there any treaty between Madrid or India that the income is going to showcase between the countries how the people are earning that amount?
Sorry, you were breaking. I
So
didn't get that.
is there any treaty between Madrid and India that who are going to buy the property in Madrid? Is there anything which is going to showcase between the both countries?
I don't know. I don't know whether there is a treaty for the tax. You might want to find that out. But for the purchase itself, doesn't matter from where. Even when Spaniards are buying, we still need the source of funds.
For Japan as well?
Japan is a little easier. Japan doesn't ask for source of funds.
We are looking for that one.
Tasha, one question from my side.
Yeah, Bharat.
Yeah, Tasha, it's if a firm or corporate is trying to invest, say, I mean, an Indian firm trying to invest in Madrid, and is there any chance that way we get a loan from a corresponding country, or we got to get a loan from a land where the firm is originating? If you're going for a loan.
Okay, you were breaking. What I understood is Indian firm company wants to buy in Madrid, and that company is taking loan to buy. Is that correct? Or the company wants the loan to buy?
Right.
Want the loan to buy.
So company wants.
There is no loan facility. Yeah, no loan possibility in Japan yet. In Madrid, we are talking to some banks, so they might be open to loan for foreigners. Not sure whether they would loan to a corporation or would they only go for personal private loans. I can always hook your buyers up with a banker for their confidential discussion. So we don't need to be participating in that discussion. They
Like
can
in
do
your
it.
Yeah. Any
widely.
previous projects like where firms invested kind of other projects? How did the loan thing process worked out broadly? The country of the
So
investment.
far, right. So far, only Philippine projects had loan for their locals. Outside, we have not had any cases that required loan yet.
Yeah, got it.
Is there any losses time of exit to the investor?
Sorry, last what?
No. Is there any loss while if investor want to exit? Is there any loss he will get it?
You want to ask the exit or you want to ask the cancellation?
Yeah, both
He's
are same.
asking, is there any possibility? Is there any possibility buyer investor is getting lost when you want to sell a property once you invest there? Other than the
Whether
revenue,
the
yeah,
risk
So
of
there is
suppose,
loss?
chance.
actually, we have one simple question. If you want to cancel the unit after doing the transaction, so is there any deduction from builder side for the refund the amount, or how much we are going to refund?
We are not refunding. So if you are
Correct.
going for whatever payment plan, the 10% down payment, then that's it.
And
Whatever has been paid is not being refunded, but
okay,
we will not be chasing for specific performance. So you can cancel, but there will be no refund.
okay. And suppose we want to resell that property as in profitability. So is there like any support we are getting from Hotel 101
Can
for reselling the property?
before completion, it has to come through us. After completion, it's like any other property. So your buyers should go back to you, pay you commission to sell their Hotel 101. On our side, we have the right of first refusal, which
Okay,
means when you want to sell your property, you need to come to us and say, I want to sell at this price. Do
okay.
you want to get it? Do you want to buy it? We have 15 days to consider. If we want, we buy it. If no, then you can post it on open market at
Right.
that price or higher. Why we do that? We want to make sure there is no fire sale so that everyone's bottom line is protected, so that your neighbor's unit doesn't suddenly crash in price because there is an open market transaction at a low price.
This is a good thing for everyone, I believe, because as a
Yes, exactly.
safety, we have that backup.
Yes, that hasn't happened yet though. So far, anyone who wanted to resell, they resold with profit and we didn't buy.
So
Done.
is there any intimation to our this one income tax department from your this one that country?
That
Is they
Kaliraji,
want
that
to
we need to check up because as Dasha, she doesn't know about this. We need to check.
Yeah, I'm not a tax consultant, sorry.
Yeah.
I can tell you all about where we are coming from, why we do things we do, why we bought that land, and why we think that's going to be success, but I have no clue about taxes. Well, I have some clue, but not much.
Yeah, so let's say we have an interesting customer like who is exploring for foreign investments, okay, and we are able to judge that he want to invest for sure, and Hotel 101 might be right opportunity. Then what process we should follow to get support from you to pitch all the options, whatever you did now. Maybe we might be not the right person to talk exactly like you. So what we should do, like how do we intimate you so that you can schedule a
Right.
meeting, all this stuff, until how it goes
Sure.
up to the booking.
Sure. We're here to help. It might not be me. Right now, we have some changes going on in terms of who is responsible for collaboration with the agents. We are hiring a director of strategic partnerships who will be taking over helping you guys. But I'm always here. And even when that person takes over, I'll still be on the chat. So if you want me to present, please feel free. I'm here to help you guys.
So
Tasha, one
is
more
there
thing.
an
Yeah, carry on.
How many total rooms at Madrid?
680.
Okay.
About half is sold.
Okay. Amma, go ahead.
So, is there any possibility purchasing the unit by jointly 2%?
Jointly, yes. No
Yeah.
restriction how many names in the title, but you do need to remember that when you resell, all owners have to consent. And when you're receiving revenue, it will be split, I guess. I don't know what the arrangement between the owners is.
It can be an LLP, and then that'd be an easier thing.
That is a completely customer consent. How they want to do that, they can do.
Yeah, for
Easier.
purchase, for purchase registration, and when the time of sale, do the investor should travel to the country, or they can complete everything through the resident country? Like, let's say Indian want to invest in Madrid, can you do buy and sell from India only, or you need to travel there?
Don't need.
No need.
Don't need to
Okay.
travel. Yeah, everything, Japan, Madrid can be done remotely.
Okay. Got it.
Done.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. Great, Dasha. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm looking one or two more trainings before this event, right? And I'll let you know because we have more people who can join and who can add some discussion about this.
Great.
Done?
If you
Done.
need me, I'm here. I'm on a group chat. If anyone is not in that group chat, Amit, please add them in.
Yes, I'll add that.
Yeah. So
Done.
any questions, feel free to ask there or text me privately.
Done. Thank you so much, everyone, to participating in this session. And thank you, Dasha.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.